Doot, doo doo, doot, doo doo doo, doot. Qapla, everyone. Welcome to Deep Space Nine Wednesday for today, February 5th, 2020. Today we're going to be watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 2, Episode 19, Blood Oath. And this is a Dax-centric and Klingon-centric episode. Bringing back some Klingons of centuries past. So, a very interesting episode. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. Despite it being very Dax-centric and very Klingon-centric, for whatever reason, this was never one of my favorite episodes. I already see Thomas says this is his top 15. This is in his top 15 all-time DS9. It would not be for me. I'm gonna be upfront and honest. For some reason, I always kind of cringe a little when this episode comes up. Maybe I'll figure it out while watching it this time. We'll see. Mamo Prey reminds everybody to switch to live chat. Welcome, everyone. So, Joseph Patrick was early and says, Deep Space Nine! Deep Space Nine. Evening. Good evening, Joseph. Cinnabon Bunny was here early, also says hello. Welcome, Cinnabon. And Joseph says he was watching my stream on the State of the Union at 1.5x speed. Yes, I had some fun doing the State of the Union stream last night. Lost about 10 subscribers. Oh well. Yeah, it's okay. It happens. Like I said, we knew it was gonna happen. I don't go too much into politics, but some people don't. Some people can't see past some things. It's fine. They'll be back, or it'll be their loss. Either way, we'll move on. So then I told people I'd be likely starting about 5:15 p.m. and I was about 13 minutes late. So sorry, 7 minutes late. Huh? Why was I late? There were many reasons. Which one were you thinking? Oh no! Oh yeah. Okay. So Camille hasn't been here the last few days because she's been sick, and obviously when Camille's sick, we want her to get better, but we also don't want germs in the house. So Mom of Prey and I have been taking care of things that normally Camille helps us with alone. One of them is I lift, I get pulled up, I lift, and Mom of Prey changes the bed sheets, and I'm in a Hoya lift, holding myself in a sling, and I take my cell phone, and I take the house phone, and I take the TV remote control, and they're all kind of on top of me, just in case any of it rings or I need to change the channel while this is going on. So when we came back down, I put the house phone, I put the remote control back on my table, and we went down, and everything seemed okay. I was able to turn. Mama Prey could get the sling out from under me. Things were going good, and then I went to sit up, and I was in incredible pain. I was like, oh shit, something's wrong. I was like, I have no idea what's wrong, but there's a big pain on my upper thigh, the back of my upper thigh, my leg. So I'm trying to reach under to think was there, was something bunched up? Was there something in the bed? I couldn't figure out what it was. Those who were on Sci-Fi Nation stream early this morning, you guys heard overnight the bed had a lot of problems, kept Mama Prey up a good part of the night. I slept through most of it. Knock wood, we've been okay since, but we're like, oh shit, what happened? So then I turned and I was like, let's just do this. So I turned, and sure enough, I'd forgotten. I'd neglected to take my cell phone, and it was still under me. So the cell phone and this like rubberized case was like brushing up against my leg hairs, and that was what was causing the pain. So I'm afraid to say, says it wasn't even flat; it was on an angle. So yes, I was sitting on my own phone for several minutes. That was the problem. That delayed us a bit. Have fun with that. Lightwood Matthews says DS9 Wednesday. Where are you? We were coming. Joseph Patrick says it's GMT 15. GMT 23:15 GMT +1. Yes, I'm sorry, a little late. Life Matthew says also Qapla, Bird of Prey and all. Qapla, Life with Matthew and all. Joseph says Life with Matthew, good afternoon. Life Matthew, hey, okay, guys, talking. Good. Like it when people talk amongst themselves. Life Matthew says he's sure is just playing around with some green screen stuff. Joseph says I was thinking about getting one because my white background is bleak. Life with Matthew says they were a lot of fun. They're really surprised how little screens how little 5x7 screen gives. You have to have it right up behind you, or else you start. Yeah, that's the problem, and I can't. A 5x7 screen doesn't work for me because I can't put it right behind me. I've got to put it like 1.5 feet behind my head, where the bed stops, and then you're still going to see the hospital bed. So unfortunately, for green screens for me are just not working out so well. And we've had some where you just we put the fabric behind me, but then it's on an angle, and then I have no way. I would need like 10 lights to get all the shadows out of that, so that's never going to work. So I don't think I'll have green screens in my future. Anyway. Mama Prey says hello to everybody, but she's going to be resting, so she's not going to be answering or reading chats. Joseph needs to watch tutorials. Is there a special green color? No, not really. Lightwood Matthews' Bird of Prey. I was watching the TNG episode where Troy becomes an old lady. At one point she mentions she has a counseling session with Ensign Janeway. I accept some new headcanon. I don't think Janeway was ever an ensign on the Enterprise. Lightwood Matthews says, Joseph, do you want a green screen that's very green without reds or blues? Mine is okay. Yes, a lot of talk about how green screens work. Thomas Potts says, hi, welcome, Thomas. Joseph says, understand. All your headcanon is time-wise not correct. It would be too steep a career for her. I kind of agree. Thomas says this is a top 15 DS9 episode. I kind of disagree. Lightwood Matthews says, I like my cloth tape. It's not permanent and costs like $16. Eventually I'm going to move to a bigger screen with some real support instead of my PCV pipes. Isn't it PVC? PVC? Not Ryan Judson says, hello on Qapla. Watch out for Turkestani chemtrails. Yosef says, those are Geologia trails. 0918 says, great week for Trump. Well, he did get acquitted today. I was watching that while I was hanging from the Hoya lift. Lightwood Matter says, Ed Janeway's almost done more damage to the timeline than any other instance, than any one instance of the Doctor. Thomas Bott says, I can't believe Spock is a traitor. Why would you say Spock is a traitor? Josh Street says, death to Kuroga. No. That was not DS9 Martok. That's all fake news coming out of Anti-Tracker's propaganda ministry, who he's corrupted Mr. Miles to make fake videos. Andreas S. says, hail Bird of Prey, hail Kuroga, hail Andreas, blah. Uncle Remus says, Dear Bob, not today, Uncle Remus. Fridays will be Dear Bob. Josh Street says, hashtag Dear Mutant Leader. Oh, that's not it. Number one, Sci-Fi says, Bird of Prey, tell Mama Prey I love her more and more. She hears. She's right. She says, what? Right back at you. Josh Streets is bird of prey. What is the blue flashing light? Oh, it's my TV. I usually put it on my outside camera so that it's not, well, A, so Mama Prey can see if something's going on outside, and B, so that there's no flashing lights hitting my screen. Thank you. I did forget to do that. That should. If we see flashing lights now, that means that there's a cop car or a fire truck outside. Which is always possible. Thank you. Forgot to do that. JP's Bison. JP's says, hello, Bob. Welcome, JP's. Josh Street says, bird of prey. Was late to get him getting stuck in the Jalodra machine again. No, I've never been stuck in the Jalodra machine. Thomas's bird of prey gave Camille the coronavirus. I did not give her the coronavirus. Uncle Remus's Poop Lousy will cameo as a Borg corpse in season 1 of Picard. I have no idea who that is. Jeff Franklin says, Qapla, Jeff. Yosef says, not my president, this is my president. And puts in a link. And what's the link? What's the link? Ooh, nice. I don't know who she is, but is that the president of your country? People can click on the link if they want. I'd vote. I'd vote for her. She's got my vote. JP says, damn it, didn't just received the photo ticket in email. Photo ticket in email? What the hell's a photo ticket in email? Do people send tickets by email now? Cinnabon says, hello, welcome, Cinnabon. Uncle Remus says, throw the ticket in the garbage and say you never received it if it wasn't sent by certified mail. Uncle Remus, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Especially if it came by email. JP says they emailed it to me because I didn't receive the original. That's why do they even have your email address? Shromore says, greetings, Bird of Prey, Mama Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Shromore. Life with Matters is Bird of Prey. I'm sorry, I realized after that the green screen talk should have been prefaced with the... It's okay, Life with Matthew. I kind of noticed it. Not a big deal. JP says, need to go to court for a date for 2/14. Maybe, JP's, you will find true love on Valentine's Day, assuming you're not already married or in a relationship. Shrumworth says, in greetings to Sassy, chaser of Andorians, eater of Packlets, stalker of Romulans, defiler of Vulcans, and scourge of Cardassia. The scourge of Cardassia. Yosef is asking how much is the ticket. Jeff Franklin is saying death to Kuroga because he's been mind controlled. He might be a changeling too. Shromore, hashtag Martok was a changeling indeed. Thomas Potts says BBC has on Unification Part 1. That's cool. $300. Holy shit, JPs. How do they know it was you? You need a lawyer. Mr. Miles says, hey everyone. Mr. Miles, the propaganda minister of Kurdistan, says, how do I know I'm not a changeling too? Because if I was a changeling, I'd get up and walk away. I'd get up and I would walk away. The fact that I'm not walking away is quite sure I'm not a changeling. Shromor says, greetings to Bird of Prey, Mile Prey, Sassio Prey, and fellow nerds. Hail Kuroga, hail Kuroga. Jeff says, Bird of Prey, you admitted there is a Kuroga virus. There are viruses in Kuroga, I admit that. Josh Street says, Shromor, Martok Changeling was a Kurogan attack on Kurdistan. Yosef says, JP's Bison, what did you do? Do you have something like if you pay within 14 days, you pay less? We have like negative 2/3 of the fee. JP says 70 in a 50. Going to plead guilty and ask for a reduction. Good luck with that, JPs. Sci-Fi Nation's Bird of Prey, they can track your speed and snap a pic of your license plate and send tickets in the mail now in certain areas. Well, yeah, I mean, okay. I get it in the mail, but he said he got it in his email. I believe he said in his email. So that's what threw me off. I mean, I know we were getting tickets in the mail. I very, very rarely ever got tickets, okay? Moving tickets, parking tickets, sometimes. But moving violations, I've only had 3 in my entire life. One, I was still 17. I was only like 3 weeks or 4 weeks into driving, and it was Flag Day. Brooklyn Queens Day, which is a very rare holiday that we happen to have off school that almost, nowhere else in the country, hell, even the other boroughs of New York City besides Brooklyn and Queens don't celebrate Brooklyn Queens Day. So what I used to do at the time was when I was off school on weekends, I would go to my grandmother's house. I don't know, to go hang out with my little cousin at the time, who's now my old, he's not older than me, but now he's a grown man and married with a kid, Dibs, who comes on from time to time, but I used to go over to see him. So I would always go to my grandmother's house, on weekends. And this was the first time I was going to her house on a weekday, and I forgot there's one street I make a left on where the sign says no left Monday through Friday. And because it was Brooklyn Queens Day, it just felt like a weekend to me. I made the left, and the cops were there, and they had stopped 20 people. Every light, like 20 people were making the turn. And they were just stopping us all wholesale, and waited like 20 minutes for the cops to just give me a ticket. He didn't ask any question. He didn't, just gave me a ticket. I gave him my license, he gave me the ticket, and I went on my way. The first and only time a cop ever pulled me over and gave me a ticket. Maybe 15, 20 years later, after that, not long before I got sick, I was driving my QX56, and Sis O'Prey was coming up from Florida, and I was meeting her at the airport, and twice, 2 tickets on the same trip. Those were red light cameras. Having never gotten a red light camera ticket before or since, I got 2 in the very same day. One right here by my house, and one right by the airport. It was a wet day. It was drizzling, and I didn't want to, you're coming to a stoplight. I don't want to slam on the brakes because it's a very heavy truck, and I just I wasn't 100% sure I was going to stop in time. So I was like, I better just, flaw it and go, even if I missed the light by just that much. And sure enough, I did. I missed the light by just a fraction of a second, but that was enough to give me 2 tickets in the same day. And never before or since after that, so. It was a very, very weird day. And I hate cameras. I hate camera-enforced tickets are unconstitutional, in my opinion. JB says, mind you, that's kilometers. Oh, kilometers. So you're doing 70 kilometers in a 50 kilometer. So it's a 2.2 kilometers per mile. So that's barely, that's not even 10 miles over the limit? See, in the U.S., you get 10, it is okay, it's more than 10 kilometers. But in the U.S., you usually have a 9 mile per hour grace. Like if you're doing 65, they won't ticket you unless you're doing above 75 or 75 or above. You can usually you almost always get 5 extra miles out of it. And depending on the location, you can bump it up to another 4 comfortably. Though there are some places, like especially speed traps in the deep south, where they purposely ticket you for like even a mile over. But I gotta say, for New York, they're pretty good as long as you're staying within 8 or 9 miles of the limit. They don't usually bother you. Joseph says, yes, she's our president, too liberal for your taste, but the other candidate was a socialist, so you would vote for her. The Rocinante says, Vertebrae, good evening, man. You've been streaming a lot lately. Good work, my dude. Thank you, Rocinante. Well, I did 2 streams yesterday, so that is a lot for me. And what I haven't been doing were any game streams lately, so that they've all been streams where I've been talking to people. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Josh Street, and then tomorrow is going to be... Now, tomorrow, obviously, we got Star Trek Picard coming out. I'm not going to... I don't think I could possibly wait up and watch Picard, so I intend to go to sleep early tonight, wake up maybe 4 or 5 a.m. and watch Picard, and then work on getting a video out. At some point, if somebody's streaming a Picard review, I might go in with them for a little bit, but I'll have to leave. And my real goal is I want to get my Picard review tomorrow out by the latest of 5 p.m. Eastern. And that's going to be difficult because I just remembered I have a 10 a.m. Or 1 p.m. doctor's appointment. Yeah. So I have an hour doctor's appointment, but so hopefully by 5 p.m. I'll have my review out. So I do not anticipate streaming tomorrow. What I just anticipate doing is getting my Picard review out, and that will probably be it for me. If other people are streaming after I'm done, I'll try to join their streams, but that'll be about it. Mr. Miles says, Vertebrae, that wasn't propaganda. I had WikiLeaks look. Yeah, sure. Sure you did. You had WikiLeaks look into it. Shrumor says, the president of my country looks like a shorter golem. Jeff Franklin says, Vertebrae, I've been through the advanced training to resist brainwashing so I can fend off Kurogan brainwashing methods. Death to Kuroga. I think you have been brainwashed by Turkestan, Jeff. That's the problem. Orville Nation went live. Good for him. Orville Nation was, of course, the first channel that had Martok, JG, Herzler on, where Anti-Tracker got his now infamous Death to Kuroga stream, but he doesn't have a guest today. Yosef says, Schroenmore, he could play the Penguin. JP says that, yeah, I had to call it because I never received the mailed copy. The Rocinati says, Vertebrae, whoa, Brooklyn Queens Day, I forgot about that. Yeah, they don't really do it anymore. The Rocinante. Possibly, yeah. Jeff Franklin says, Vertebrae, you know a changeling would say that if they were a changeling impersonating you, they would just get up and walk away. Well, would. Yosef says, JP's, how did you even get informed about the ticket? He received a notification of default conviction in the mail. Well, that sucks. Thomas says, Vertebrae is a criminal. Right, because when I was 17, I made a illegal left turn at was just basically a cash trap for the city. Yeah, if Thomas had been around to remind me of the date, I would have realized I wasn't allowed to make the left. I would have had to go up 2 blocks and make a left across a much bigger street. JP says, I live in an apartment building and my mail goes missing often. I'm sorry to hear that. Joseph says, JP's, wow, so okay, it was initially less because 20 over 300 sounds, for 300, 20 over for 300 sounds steep. JP says he's in Kazakhstan. Canada. Gotcha. Shromo says, Joseph, when our president wears a tuxedo, He actually looks like a penguin. Presidential residence is located next to the zoo. If he's not careful, he might be tranquilized by zookeepers. Wow. Jeff Franklin, bird of prey, so you admitted to purposely breaking the law. I did. I mean, I wasn't going to say I did it because, he didn't ask. I didn't fight it. I paid it. It was my fault. I broke the law. I didn't want to. I didn't intend to. I just assumed. I was so used to turning on weekends, and the only time I ever would be driving my grandmother was weekends. This was the first time that it was a holiday. That, although it was a holiday, it wasn't a holiday for the sign. Like, if it was Christmas, you could turn. But it's the Brooklyn Queens Day was one of the days that the law was still in effect for not turning, but school wasn't in session. Shrumore says he's not the biggest fan of his penguin prime minister, I guess. Alexander's his bird of prey. I need to work on another 4 hours. That's cool, Alexander. You can hang out if you can. If you can't, we will see you next time. Josh reads his bird of prey. The cops will give you a ticket if you're only 3 miles over and if they need to meet their quota. Well, I've never seen somebody get a ticket in New York for being 3 miles over. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm just saying I've never seen it. Never happened to me or any of my friends. Joseph says the Swiss are crazy about tickets, 3 kilometers an hour, and they charge you like a hit and run. Well, gotta admire their discipline and order. They run it like changelings. Sci-Fi Nation Bird of Prey last year, they were giving out tickets for 1 to 5 miles per hour over the limit here in my city until judges told the cops to knock it off because everyone was fighting the tickets. And, well, at least the system works. Life Manager's Bird of Prey, yes, someone will be reviewing Picard at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Very cool, Life with Matthew. Yoseph's Life with Matthew. We're planning for an open mic tomorrow. Alexander's Bird of Prey. We are still on the Rose Tico series quest. We'll succeed. Ludo's Chuddy says Joseph. And if you don't pay the ticket, the Swiss will immediately. If you don't pay the ticket in Swiss, immediately, I said Switzerland, immediately you're going to jail. In New York, they just take your car. And then your license. Josh reaches, remember when Bird starts to use Bird of Prey 5 to get him to read your comment. If you say Bird of Prey 5 times fast in a dark room in front of your computer, Sassy will show up at your door with beagle bites. And Life with Matthew is indeed doing open mics. Schroenmore says the Dutch have a competition. They pour builder's foam into speed cameras and photograph the results. I saw it on Q BBC one evening. JP says speeding tickets are a complete cash grab. I agree. Joseph says Lubos. Jesus Christ! I can't even pretend. Can't even pretend to read that. Uncle Remus says, "Dear Bob, not today, Uncle Remus." And Lubos is talking back in gobbledygook. Captain Cat says, Karoga is the best communist country ever. Thank you. We're not communist. We only had to borrow the Russian Soviet national anthem for public domain purposes. Captain Trek says, greetings, Captain Trek. And, so we're going to get ready to watch because I've been talking long enough. People want to get ready. So again, this is Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 2, Episode 19, Blood Oath. So get your Netflix copy or your DVD copy, your Hulu copy, your CBS All Access copy, your Amazon Prime copy, or whatever the hell else you have it on. Get it set up to go. Cue it up. We're going to hit play in a minute or so. If you don't have your own copy and you want to watch it live with me, and again, this only works while I'm actually live. It won't be available if you're watching this on a replay. then go to birdoprey5.com in another browser tab. Go to birdoprey5.com and scroll down to the link to the BOP5, Birdo Prey 5, BOP5 screening room. You click on that link, and you will be able to watch it live with me, audio and video, as I watch it. And then once it's over, it's over. It's deleted, it's done. And if you don't want to do any of those options, then in the lower right-hand corner of the screen... Oh, shit, I'm in the wrong window. I've got to go to the Defiant. There we go. Nobody remind me I was in the Bird of Prey. Okay, we're here on the Defiant Bridge. In the bottom right window, where that black square is, you will be able to see screenshots of the image graciously provided by the software created by Life with Matthew. So every 5 seconds or so, a new screenshot will crossfade in. So you can, kind of keep up to where we are, but there'll be no audio for you. So get yourselves ready if you're gonna get started. Joseph has Netflix queued up. Jeff Franklin is saying, yeah, Jeff Caroga. Joseph says, stroke the thumb gently till it turns blue, aka hit the like. Thank you, guys. Yes, hitting the like would be appreciated. Alexander says, in Quebec, the word innocent is also used to mean damn fucking idiot. Well, very interesting, Alexander. I will certainly forget that. JP says it's Cybe2 free. Yes, it is. You don't need to create an account to use it. But if you want to create your own room and share your own videos, then you need to create an account, and the account is free. I own the copy, and I look at it as I'm sharing it with friends who, if I wasn't disabled, I could be with you guys and we could all be watching it together. So I'm not saying that I wholeheartedly endorse the idea of SciTube, but for this instance, I think it's probably the best option. Yes. So, okay. So, guys, we're going to get ready here. So get your stuff ready, and I'm going to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. There we go. Quark is saying they only paid for an hour. They've been there for 3. They've been playing some legendary Klingon-Romulan battle. And the Klingon says he's not going to come out until he wins the battle. And he's only paid for an hour. It's been 3. And Quark threatened to shut off the power. And the Klingon threatened to kill Quark. So he's got Odo. So they hear a lot of battling going on. Odo wants to know, since when did he add Klingon battles to his holodeck? And Quark says the captain of the last Klingon ship to go through the wormhole sold him some. So you see, Quark is really spreading out. He used to be only an adult entertainment. Now he's doing all types of stuff. So, drunk Klingon. Oh, Odo says the battle is over. People are waiting to celebrate your victory. And he's like, ah, lead the way. Odo de-escalated the situation a little too easily. Welcome, Captain Redneck. Captain Cat. Let's see. Odo's looking something up. Odo's realizing it's Koloth. He wants to know what the charge is. He says there's no charges. He says you must be very brave to humor at the expense of a Klingon Dahar master. Odo apologizes. Core! So if he'll wake up, he'll be released into his friend's custody. Korath! Says that disgrace yourself and our purpose. Restanti Ale. Oh, he says keep him. He won't release him. He won't take him. And Corey's like, whatever. I'm going back to sleep. Odo's like, solids. Captain Redneck says party time. Oh, I see. It's impeachment talk. The impeachment's over. So nothing left to say. Angarimus has hummed the theme song. Da 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 da. John Street says, didn't Deep Space Nine get the original actors from TOS to play them again? I believe they did. They certainly look like they did. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. 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 Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da da da. There we go. What did you walk into, Wes, at Deep Space 9 Wednesday? Captain Cat loves my version of the theme. Well, thank you, Captain. It's been a Klingon afternoon. Odo sounds a little racist. There's a drunken Klingon in his best friend's 150 years old. They have to tell us how old they are so that we know who they are. And now Dax hears that he's Kor, the Dahar master. And Dax knows Kor. Was his friend's name Kang? No, it was Koloth. Oh, and Dax says, come with me, Odo. This is important. He's singing. Klingon singing. Wazzy says, greetings, birds, turds, and crazy alpacas. Dax says hello. And Dax tells Odo to let him out, that she'll take responsibility for him. She's saying, do you remember Curzon, Dax? Curzon, my dear friend. She's like, I was Curzon, Dax. Lift her, whatever, up to him. And his left Kevon aches every time his ship hits warp 8. It's like, Dax! After 81 years. Kiss me! Curzon, my beloved old friend. It's like I'm Jadzia now. It's like, well, the Jadzia, my beloved old friend. And he's like, let's go find Kolar. And Horn's like, Kolar's here? And Odo's still like, I don't get what's up with these solids. Is he cutting a piece of cake? Oh, a sharp knife is nothing without a sharp eye. Number one Sci-Fi says, I watched Way of the Warrior Part 1 and 2 yesterday. Oh, that's excellent. Excellent episodes. Thomas says, I'm going to work early. Good night. Oh, good night, Thomas. Sorry. Hopefully you get home early. Oh. He doesn't know that that's Dax. Dax. Curzon's dead. But Dax is alive as part of me. He says, this is a mistake. Kang must not know. And she's like, is Kang coming? And he's like, of course Kang is coming. He got us all back together after 81. Yes, there's Kang. He has found the albino. She replicates for what? Ractogenos? Nobody wants any, except so this guy says, I never sat with you before today. He says, I'm Dax, godfather of your son. He says, you are no one. You're the same Dax who took the blood oath with us. And she says, yeah, don't forget, mistake a new face for a new soul. "7 years ago he found the albino." Oh, he met one of the albino's discarded wives. He fed and clothed her. 3 months ago she died. An amulet she wore around her neck was delivered by messenger, and in it is the location of the albino sanctuary. He's confirmed it's still there. The 4th planet of the Zakara system. He's been hiding there for a quarter of a century. He only has 40 men in his compound. He's become very lax. We will reach the albino, and this time I will cut his heart out and eat it, while he watches with his dying breath. Dax seems a little conflicted. Number one sci-fi says, of course, those were the first episodes of DS9 to have Worf in them. Yes. Joseph says, is the albino the son of Vok, Tyler, and Laurel? No. I hope not. Tell me about my good friend Durzon. He died in a hospital room, yelling at doctors and friends. He deserved to die in battle, says the Klingon. So Curzon got a lot of decorations, but the biggest honor was being the godfather of his son. He was the first Federation diplomat that Klingon ever met to truly understand Klingon nature. He asked, would you eat from the heart of the albino, Jadzia? He knows about trails from his long friendship, and new hosts have no obligation to past commitments. He's like, and I know a Klingon blood oath can never be broken, but you don't have his blood. Mere mention of the Klingon Empire made worlds tremble, but now our warriors are opening restaurants. Not even a blood oath is what it used to be. She's like, I know you, Kang. You don't believe that. He tells her, it doesn't matter what I believe. You've been released from Curzon's oath. You no longer hold any. You're not required. So Dax is back at her station. And she's like, Kira, you ever been in a blood oath? Oh no. Kira, how many people have you killed? What? Like, you know, when you were in the underground, how many people did you kill? Kira just says, too many. Like, were they all faceless Cardassians, or did you know who you were killing? Kira's like, why are you talking about this? And she's like, if it bothers you can stop. She's like, it bothers me. And so Kira asks, why are you asking? You thinking about killing somebody? And Dax says, maybe. So Kira pulls her over and says, tell me. Tell me. "80 years ago, a band of decorators led by an albino. 3 Klingon warships sent to stop him. One of the captains was a close friend of Curzon. It's a successful mission. Most were captured, but the albino escaped. And in his last message to Klingons, he promised to take revenge on the firstborn of each of the 3 captains. And a few years later, he kept his word. He infected 3 innocent children with a genetic virus that killed them. One of them was her godson. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I missed you doing the theme song. Can you do it again? No. But you can rewind. Unlike Anti-Tractor's stream, you can rewind on mine and you can listen to it. Then you can come back to the present. Well, Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey, how many people have you killed? No comment. Joseph says, decorators, not decorators. Yeah, I knew decorators didn't sound right. I just didn't know what else it could have been. Depredators. So Dax is really concerned is that she's not mad that she's saying they're saying she has no obligation, and she feels that she does still have the obligation. She owes it to Curzon, she says. And Kira's saying when you take someone's life, you lose a part of your own as well. Doesn't Dax have 8 lifetimes of experience to draw from? 7? Hasn't anyone, at least even Curzon, killed somebody before? Does she really need to ask Kira what it's like to kill somebody? Surely someone in the Dax line has killed somebody before. Joseph says, no idea what depredators are, but subtitles on Netflix said that. Well, I have no idea what they are either. That's why it didn't make sense that they said it. So, Jadzia says, Kang and Kolarth don't want her coming. But Kor says, of course she should come. Who wouldn't want to come? Jadzia says, will you speak to them for her? It's like Kolarth speaks all his time practicing in Holosuite. And Kang's made up his mind. He's not going to do it, and nothing he can do to change it. He's like, can you call yourself a history teacher? What of your own history? Your court, aha, master. They cheered you. Welcome, Daniel's Hot Topics. Hey, Bird of Prey, what's up? Not much, Daniel. Watching Deep Space Nine here on our usual Wednesday. We're way into season 2. Next week starts the Marquee episode 1. There's 2 parts. There's Marquee part 1 and Marquee part 2. So we're damn near at the end of season 2 of Deep Space Nine. Our memories are still of Kor, a great warrior. Number 1 sci-fi is Bird of Prey. Who wouldn't want to come? 2020. That was Kor's quote. So now Jadzia's got to prove her worth by fighting him. Wow. This Curzon Dax was a politician. It was a diplomatic ploy to bond him in a blood oath. Jadzia says, that's a lie. Says, I'm practicing here. Leave while you can. She's like, she'll leave when he agrees she can fulfill her part of the oath. Computer, I want a Klingon bat'leth. 5.3 kilos. Exterior, Jesus Christ. All these details. A warrior's configuration. He's like, what are you going to do with that? And he says, when one of my hands slips and she should die. And she says, your hand would never slip unless you became old and feeble. Said, come on, surely you can take me down. Ah, there's tension on your face. Polar. And there it is. You see? There it is. There's the difference. He won. Jadzia proved herself. If this was 2020 or 2019, Jadzia would have won. But this was still when people had brains that worked. And while Jadzia is a very experienced bat'leth swordsman, especially for a Trill and a woman, there was no way she was going to beat a experienced Klingon warrior. Okay? So, yes, she fought well, but she ultimately lost. But it was enough to prove her worth. I gotta say, I did like that about this episode. That's not something they would do anymore. They would have to show, oh, Jadzia is the most powerful person. She'd kick all their asses. Shrum was a bird of prey. Wasn't one of the Dax hosts a murderer? The one who stole the symbiont. Well, I don't know that he actually killed anyone. He was going to. Wesley Crusher with a $2 super chat. I miss you doing the theme song. Do it again. Wes, I can't do it during the stream. Okay, Wes. But you're going to have to wait. I appreciate the super chat. But you're going to have to wait till the episode's over. I can't stop the episode to do this, to do the theme. But thank you for the super chat. I will do it at the end of the episode. We'll do it one more time. She's like, yes, at the end. Hail Kuroga! Show your loyalty by clicking that like button. Thank you, Captain Trek. He can't dishonor himself by allowing Dax to die in Curzon's place. And Dax says, I have no intention of dying. You dishonor me by placing his honor above hers. No Klingon warrior would leave a colleague behind. Maybe you're right. Klingon honor isn't what it used to be. He's like, fine, it worked. Come and fight with us. Come and die. And, oh, Cisco's in this episode. Hey, Commander. No leave of absence. It's like, Kira shouldn't have told you. Sisko says, you're subject to orders too, and Jadzia took an oath when she joined Starfleet. He says he doesn't understand. Curzon doesn't condone murder. He wouldn't have condoned it. She says that the Klingons have their own set of laws. This is justice to them. And Sisko says, do you really think you're capable of doing this? She's like, I don't know. But there's only one way to find out. Try to kill him. He says, let's assume you survived this. You expect to resume your duties like nothing's happened? And she's like, I guess it'll be up to you. But she's like, don't make me disobey an order. Jeff Franklin says, what? Sisko in a Deep Space Nine episode? That never happens. So you're saying the stream is faster than Netflix, Joseph? I'm sorry. So, she's like, they have to assume the gods patrol the perimeter. That we should do the Nyangarin strategy. No, he wants us to see him coming. He wants a direct attack. Guards will be too scattered. It will overwhelm them to a glorious victory or a glorious death. It is a good day to die. See? And so does Jadzia says it. These Klingons are there to die. They're not there to win. They're old. They need to die in battle. Breaking news, Kirk Douglas passed away? RIP. 102? Alexa, how old is Kirk Douglas? Wow. Cancel. 103? Is that what they said? 103. Yeah. I'm more surprised he was still alive now. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. Hey, Bird, do you think we will see the Klingon Empire or the Enterprise E or F in Picard? I doubt we'll see it in season 1. I don't know. Season 2, who knows? I don't think they know what season 2 is going to bring. But I don't think we're going to see it in season 1. So, Dax doesn't want to Dax is trying to understand why he agreed to do this. He said, if we can't reach the albino, at least we die an honorable death trying to reach him. She says, you Klingons embrace death too easily. She says an honorable victory is better than honorable defeat. She says, he says he knows the defenses. There is no chance of victory. He says, what if they have no phasers? Wouldn't that even the odds a little? So Dax says she could neutralize every directed energy weapon. Wouldn't that come in handy in so many places if they could just disable disruptors and phasers and blasters with just a few whatever Dax can find aboard this Klingon ship. Apparently it's barely an inconvenience. It's no big deal. So perhaps it's a good day to live. Captain Trax says, join Martok, join the revolution against the evil Turkestan Empire by clicking on the like button. Miss Pac-Man, Qapla Miss Pac-Man says he was Spartacus. Uh-oh. There's a gravitic mine. It's like he's expecting us at the front door. He's gonna ask if he's inside. So Sean Moore says, come on, fellow nerds. 22 watching, only 15 likes. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell for all your Bird of Prey live stream and upload notifications. Thank you. So apparently his guards don't look to be Klingon. He's encountered a helpful lookout. The albino is inside. May Kahless guide them on this day of vengeance. Using a bat'leth to slit the throat. Why are these aliens protecting him all look human? They're just wearing helmets. Excuse me, can you tell me where the tennis courts are? I seem to be lost. A one punch knockdown to the face. And there goes the explosion in the armory. There's the albino. Their phasers aren't working. The armory's been sabotaged. He says, cancel those orders. Bring all guards to the inner whatever. Sanctuary. Phasers aren't functioning. Running a diagnostic. Have guards fix guitars to their rifles and prepare for hand-to-hand combat. Now the power went down. Like, must have already broken through the inner defense line. Says, without power we have no communication. So, go tell him yourself he doesn't want the Klingon filth to get in this house. Just get them. I mean, this is like video game battle. You gotta fight all the underlings before you get to the big boss. Jeff Franklin's his bird of prey with Martok on the side of Turdistani forces. Your days are numbered, my friend. I don't think so, Jeff. Martok Changeling has already been dealt with. So Dax is still fighting. Another Klingon took a hit. Is that core? No. Well, we know Core lives because he comes back in another episode. He says, you'll die far quicker than your son did, Kang. Kang is up there fighting the albino. One-on-one, finally. Jadzia is still fighting some underlings. Uh-oh. Batleth broke, and the albino stabs Kang. There's no vengeance today, Kang, but then Jadzia comes and disarms him. Says, you knew me as Curzon Dax. Says, you're far too young and lovely to sport such a deadly weapon. She puts it right to his neck. He walks into it. He's like, okay, use it if that's what you intend. Kill me in cold blood. Right into my belly and cut out my heart. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Have you lost your appetite? And he starts laughing. And then Kang stabs him in the back. And Kang says, thank you for saving the death blow for me. You brought honor to my son. So, we're asking where's Kolarth? He's dead. And Kang is saying, you're right, Dax, it's a good day to die. And Dax says, oh, it's never a good day to lose a friend. Jeff Franklin says, bird of prey, Dax is a deadly weapon. Now, Core is singing a Klingon song. John DeMarco says those guards are recruited from the Krogan forces, right? No, hell no. Krogan forces wouldn't have been so easy to overpower. So Dax is returned to Deep Space Nine. She didn't actually have to kill anyone, so she's not tainted. Cisco looks at her. She takes her station. Kira looks at her. They all seem a little disappointed in her. And we get a very, very inconclusive ending. They don't talk about it. They don't laugh about it. They don't joke about it. They don't excuse her. I think it's the ending that does it for me. It's not a happy ending. Should it be a happy ending? Probably not. But yeah, it's not a happy ending. Okay, so Wes, I owe Wesley. Let's see where I gotta go to the start. I owe Wesley a humming. There we go. Are you still here, Wes? Let's figure that out. Koloth is the one who died first. Thank you. Jeff Franklin says, John DeMarco, yes, the Krogan forces are poorly trained and equipped. That's why those guards went down so easily. And Wesley is here. Okay, Wes, so let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to sync it up. I don't know if I'll be able to sync it up completely with the screenshots. We'll see. We'll see. John DeMarco says, I think the ending is good because it's more realistic. A bunch of good guys attack, defeat overwhelming forces, but not all survive. Yeah, you know, I think that's probably what it is. And in a way, it's a lot like an Orville ending. It's not always satisfying, but it does feel real. Okay, so here you go, Wes. Here you go. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 da 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 dun 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 dun. Da 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 There you go, Wes. Just for you. Just for you, Wes. Wesley says, I hope someone is recording this. Cyber Nation's Bird of Prey, I love that they brought back the original actors for Kor and Kang. Yeah, I do too. Vinny of Hermes is Bird, are you going to review Lower Decks when it premieres? I intend to, yes. I intend to. The only one I might not review is the Nickelodeon one. But I might. I'm not 100% sure on that. Otherwise, if it's a Star Trek show, I plan on reviewing it. Captain Track says, name that tune. In Sci-Fi Nation, with a $5 super chat, says, next up, Bird sings the Karoga National Anthem. Hail Karoga. Okay, well, if you make me, you're making me, but you say, fine, I will sing the Karoga National Anthem. I can't turn down a super chat. Let's put the music back on for this one. Here we go. No, what is it down there? I want it close player. I want to open it in its own window. Theater mode. Okay, guys. Josh Reed says, quick, throw money at Bird of Prey not to sing.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karoga.
Karoga. Hail Karoga.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all he's saying. Oh, hail great Karoga, the land of Jaloja. Hail mighty leader, the great Bird of Prey. We kick the fannies, a foul turd to stannies. We found all your orphans and took them away. We give our orphans love and care. Try to deny it if you dare. We give them shelters that's close to the mines. Mighty leader does the greatest streams. He's the answer to Karoga's dreams. Sweeter than sugar and fresher than pine. We love building bridges through valleys and ridges. We bow at the feet of the great Mamo Prey. All hail Karoga, the land of Jaloja. Our wheelchairs are fast and our beds fold in two. We like to drive around in Jeeps. We love the way it hoots and beeps. Going real fast makes sassy. Awoo! All hail our mighty Lord and King, great ruler over everything. All hail Karoga, Jaloja will reign. Oh, we're at close communications. Jeff says my eardrums are about to burst. Josh Reed is safe to unmute. Sci-Fi Nation, all hail glorious Karoga. Yes, it's safe to unmute, and I guess oh wow, this has a lot of end time. I should have cut this. I'm going to have to cut this earlier. Okay. I hope someone is recording this really, says Wesley. Well, Wesley, it's going to be recorded. It's going to be on YouTube for the foreseeable future. I don't plan on taking it down. It will be unlisted, but you can always go find it on my channel in the live and unlisted and in the Deep Space Nine playlist. Jeff Ruggins is Dr. McCoy. Urgent medical attention on the bridge. Zachary Gibbons has got some sad news. Actor Kirk Douglas died at age 103. Zachary, we got that news a little earlier in the stream. But yes, incredible, 103 years old. But thank you. Wesley says bravo. Well, thank you guys. But with that, I am going to go. Qapla All. Good night. Take care. I don't know. I'll probably be around later if anyone's streaming, though not too late, because I want to go to bed early, so I get up early for Picard. Episode 3. It's gonna be, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm excited to watch an episode. I know the second episode wasn't as good as the first to me, but I'm still excited to watch an episode of Star Trek, and I haven't been able to say that since Discovery premiered. So take care all. Good night. Qapla and I don't know. Jaloja? I don't know. I'm not going to do a DS9 stream again tomorrow, Wes.
Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Birdo Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.